Friends, we are back with episode 2 of We Review Your Altcoins, and for those who don't know, we review the altcoins that you chose on the last video and this post over on the Alt Crypto Gems X page. If you have commented, then your altcoin may be picked out for review. If not, then you can try again for next week. Nonetheless, why don't we dive straight into the video? Remember, nothing in this video is financial advice, purely my own opinion and based on my own research. Do not invest in anything you can't afford to lose. Use a burner wallet if you feel more comfortable, and be sure to smash that like and subscribe button and leave a comment if you have any questions whatsoever. And be sure to follow us on Twitter, @AltCryptoGems, for daily crypto content, and check out our website for frequent guides, project reviews, articles, and everything crypto related. Friends, let's dive straight into the video. Alright then everyone, so if you remember last week we covered 3 other altcoins in the first episode of We Review Your Altcoins. As you can see here on this video here, episode 1. In this video we covered 3 altcoins of your choice. We talked about Open Ticketing Ecosystem OPN, we talked about Wormhole W, and we also talked about Link AI, also known as LNQ. Now, if you want to watch this video guys, you can check out these 3 altcoins if you missed it. If these were one of your picks, or if you are interested in taking a look guys, then it might be for you. However, as you can see on the 25th of August, just a few days ago, we asked you to add a few altcoins for us to review, as you knew episode 2 was coming this week. Now, if you scroll down, you're able to see a few choices, and as we can see, we are going to be picking out 3 in this video. For those who did vote, if it is your lucky day, then we are going to be talking about your altcoin. So as we can see, we've got a few here, and right from the back, guys, we've got ADA, Host, XCB, Griffin, Thor, and Rune. If I click show probable spam, here we have dupe. That is not a spam comment in my opinion. And the first one we're going to pick out is the top one, which I can see, and that is from Serge Goulet 88, also known as Crypto Serge 101. Thank you for your comment. We are going to be picking out ADA, which is from Cardano, the layer 1 blockchain, which could potentially have huge potential, and that's why we're going to take a deep dive. Now, before we begin, my friends, we are going to be doing these episodes every single week unless you don't want them anymore. Then of course we will revert back to other content. However, there are people who want their altcoins reviewed. This has been in high demand, therefore we have been covering this sort of content. And if you have any altcoins that you want us to review, then of course please let us know in the comment section down below of this video, or on the next upcoming post that will be coming on Alt Crypto Gems' X page. However, you're going to make sure that you're following Alt Crypto Gems and you've got the notification bells turned on in order to stay up to date with all of the videos that we upload, in order to stay up to date with everything crypto related, guys. This is your man when it comes to crypto. Now, why don't we begin with the first one, which is going to be Cardano. So firstly, guys, for those who don't know what Cardano is, we are on the altcryptotalk.com website where you can buy and sell Cardano and of course understand everything you need to know about this layer 1 blockchain. So Cardano is a blockchain platform that aims to create a more sustainable, scalable, and inclusive global financial system. Cardano is powered by ADA, which can be used for fast and low-cost transactions, smart contracts, decentralized applications, and much more. Cardano is one of the most innovative, ambitious projects in the crypto space, and it doesn't say it here, however, it was created by Charles Hoskinson. For those who don't know who he is a crypto legend and considered a genius. Now, if you want to learn more about Cardano ADA, guys, you can read about it all on our altcryptotalk.com website, which I'll leave linked in the description below. I've even got an article which I wrote about it as well, maybe 1 or 2 years ago. However, as you can see, Cardano is currently priced at 35 cents with a market cap of $12.69 billion, ranking at the 11th largest cryptocurrency by market cap according to coinmarketcap.com. And to be honest with you guys, looking at the chart, you would say that it looks absolutely terrible, but most of the altcoins in this market have had this sort of chart. It's not just Cardano ADA. And on the left hand side, we've got an all-time high of $3.10, which occurred 3 years ago in the previous bull run of 2021, which it's now down 88.62%. Now, many would say this is a great time to buy, a great buying opportunity. We are almost at the point of where the bull run is coming in, guys, and I'm going to show you some statistics as to why I believe that Cardano could actually be a bullish project in the future. Although it has been a stagnant project, many believe that it hasn't got a future. However, I do personally believe that this blockchain has a purpose, and I want to briefly go over to the website before I show you some statistics and analytics. Now, over on their website, which is cardano.org, what I wanted to show you is how it could be used for enterprises. So if we've got so many use cases that Cardano can provide for things such as education, retail, agriculture, government, finance, healthcare, and so on. Here on the right hand side, you can see the products that they are working with and the solutions that they are providing. However, this isn't of course your average blockchain that we like to use ourselves. Me personally, I love to use Ethereum, Solana, networks like that where there's a lot of decentralized applications and I can get involved a lot with DeFi. Now, although Cardano does have decentralized applications within its network, I personally just don't think it has the same touch Ethereum has, especially with the wallets as well. The user interfaces on the Cardano wallets, in my opinion, are a bit old and a bit outdated. I personally believe that they do need a bit of an upgrade. However, when it comes to solutions for these sort of enterprises, I really see huge things for Cardano. And that's why I personally believe that it has the value that it has now, even throughout the bear market, guys. Even though you could consider this network not as used as much as other networks such as Ethereum, Base, Arbitrum, Solana, Avalanche, and so on, it still is the 11th largest crypto by market cap and is one of the most held tokens in the world of crypto. And right now I've taken us over to Artemis, which is a superior platform for doing research on layer 1s, layer 2s, you name it, anything DeFi related. Artemis is the place to go. Now, this is one of my favorite tools to use and I'm going to leave it linked in the description below. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be comparing layer 1 networks. Therefore, if I just click add and I'm just going to select some layer 1 blockchains, in a second you'll be able to see what I mean. Now, if we scroll down, my friends, as you can see, we've got all these statistics right here. It's absolutely incredible. We can see it on a chart. However, if we scroll down, what I want to show you is now where Cardano sits amongst all the other layer 1 blockchains. Now, when it comes to daily active addresses, Cardano is the 12th most active, but these statistics may be slightly off. Looking at a 3-month change as well, my friends, it is down 30%, which is no good. We are seeing a daily average transactions of 33,000 in comparison to other networks which are achieving in the millions or even hundreds of thousands. This is pretty terrible, and this makes Cardano one of the most least active networks at the moment. But like I said, guys, most people don't really enjoy the decentralized applications in the Cardano network, neither the wallets as well. It is also quite expensive to use the network, and therefore using Cardano, in my opinion, for the average Joe like us is just not worth it. However, that doesn't mean enterprises aren't using Cardano, and that's probably what is being used. Nonetheless, on the right, we can see another 3-month change of 25.3% for daily transactions. When it comes to the TVL, we're sitting at $201 million in comparison to others, which Ethereum has $46.2 billion. That is insane. Obviously, they do not compete when it comes to dApps and users. Now, there are so many other statistics that you can take a look at. I'm not too sure whether some of these statistics are too accurate, therefore I'm not going to consider them. However, these are just a few that I wanted to consider, such as the daily active addresses, the daily transactions, and so on. I just wanted to prove to you that there are so many other layer 1 blockchains that are more popular than Cardano when it comes to the average Joe, and right now that's all the users that we're seeing in the market. However, the Cardano users, I personally don't know who's using all the dApps on that network. Maybe there are a few. However, I personally believe there are mostly enterprises using this and will continue to use this network, not the average Joe like us. Now, on to the next stop. We are on intotheblock.com, which I'm going to leave linked in the description below, and this is another crypto tool that I love to use all the time. Here we can take a look at some good token statistics. So here are the holders making money at the current price, 21% in and 74% out. And a few things that I want to pick out, guys, is the concentration by large holders, of which it has 29%. The total holdings of whales, addresses that own more than 1% of the circulating supply, and investors that own between 0.1 and 1% of the circulating supply. Guys, that is a concentration of a lot of large holders. 29% of all tokens are held by whales. That is a lot, and therefore that is a big thing to consider. Another one is the holders composition by time held. Now, this just shows how long people have been holding the ADA token for, and as you guessed, people have been holding for over a year. It's similar to XRP in my opinion. People have been hodling, just waiting for that huge green candle from ADA, XRP, you name it. Those are the tokens people are waiting for. They are known as the sleeping giants of crypto. Well, that's what I hear anyway. However, these are big things to take a look at. When it comes to transactions demographic, guys, whether it's the eastern or western part of the world, we can see that the western part of the world, which are countries such as America and so on, own 57%, whereas the eastern side of the world is at 43%, such as China, Japan, or anywhere in Asia. In the last 7 days, they've accumulated $26.31 billion in volume in transactions. As we can see here, number of transactions, each with a value of $100,000 or greater. So obviously, with these 29% of large holders, they are making big moves all the time by spending over 100K every transaction. Now, scrolling down, we can see these signals are mostly bullish for Cardano. Although there's one bearish and one neutral signal, this summary actually actually indicates that it is fairly bullish. Here we can see the network growth, like I've said myself, is down 0.10% and is therefore bearish. That is why it's given its bearish indicator. Me personally, I would completely agree with that. And then you can see other statistics. However, the main thing to focus on is this overall summary, in my opinion. Nonetheless, you can find out more information if you sign up to the Into the Block platform, which I have not done myself. Now, the next and final stop is tokenterminal.com, where we're going to be looking at the Cardano statistics. As we can see, the key metrics here, guys, the market cap is down 7.9% in the last 30 days. Token trading volume 3.2%. Fees are down 37.1% in the last 30 days and 30% in the last year. Guys, that is absolutely terrible. However, obviously, due to such rough market conditions, and like I've said before, the network isn't so strong when it comes to decentralized applications and user interface. Therefore, they are due an upgrade if they want to start attracting average users like us. And then down below, guys, you can see the fully diluted market cap compared to the fees as well. And in conclusion, my friends, to be honest with you, I am fairly bullish on Cardano ADA. I don't think it's going to crash to zero, in my personal opinion. It very well could. Who knows? I'm not a fortune teller. But in my personal opinion, I believe Cardano really does have its use cases. I do believe it has got a future. I do believe we are going to see another huge green candle like we did see over here in 2021, when it rose from around 17 cents in January of 2021. And then on the 2nd of September that very year, they went up to $2.86. Now, guys, we are at a similar sort of price point. We're at a similar sort of point before the market sort of starts to jump like this. Therefore, this could be a great buying opportunity. Now, by any means necessary, this is not financial advice. However, I do see good things coming for the Cardano protocol. However, thank you very much for your shout, Mr. Crypto Surge 101. That was a great token to review. It's been a while since I've reviewed Cardano ADA and done some research. However, please, guys, continue to do your own research. This is just purely my own opinion. Now, the next one I'm going to pick out, guys, just from a glance, is going to be THOR. Now, what is THOR? THOR is actually a token that I've mentioned in the past. It is a token I'm actually quite bullish on. However, I'm interested to do some more research as it's been around a year or two since I've last done so. Now, for those who don't know, THOR is part of the THORSwap protocol, which in a nutshell, guys, you can read here on CoinMarketCap that THORSwap is a multi-chain DEX aggregator built on THORChain's cross-chain liquidity protocol and the flagship for all THORChain services. THORSwap currently supports cross-chain L1 swaps between 5,000 native assets across 9+ blockchains in a decentralized and non-custodial manner. THORSwap also offers SwapKit, an API SDK suite of powerful cross-chain services providing native cross-chain trading, DEX aggregation, yield, and analytics tools. THORSwap believes in an open and inclusive multi-chain future. All THORSwap products and services are provided in a decentralized, scalable, and secure manner. We treat our community and protocol users as first-class citizens. This is reflected in our product offerings and the design of our native protocol token THOR, which is majority owned by the community. Now, my friends, we also have got a video somewhere on our YouTube channel about THORSwap, and if I found it, I'll leave it linked in the description below. We have also mentioned it in top 10s in the past, and in my opinion, I'm still waiting for the bull run to come before this token pumps. Now, although it has had some nice green candles in the past, as we can see here, it has hit around 45 cents in the last year. Due to the rough market conditions, we haven't seen any major candles, and we haven't been anywhere near its all-time high of $3.15, which occurred 3 years ago in the previous bull run of 2021. Most altcoins hit their all-time high in the last bull run, my friends, and it makes sense, obviously, and many altcoins have died since. However, THORSwap has continued to survive. They are part of one of the biggest protocols out there, THORChain, which I'm very bullish on. And as you can see here, we are on the THORSwap website, which I think is a very sleek and sexy website, if I may say so. On the website, you'll also be able to see everything you need to know. You can see statistics such as total liquidity, total trades, unique users, and THOR price. So as we can see, we've got 521,000 unique users that have used THORSwap. Over 36.22 million trades have been conducted with 223.16 million total liquidity. I'm going to show you more about this shortly, guys, but there's 9 supported chains. If we scroll down, you can swap any token across any chain. Guys, I know there's a few protocols to do this. Nonetheless, I think THORSwap could be one of the biggest in the future. I do believe they need to do some more marketing. I do believe they need to do a few upgrades and a few things that I need to pick out in a second. What I do love most is the fact that if you stake the THOR token, you will earn 75% of the protocol revenues, trading discounts, and other community perks. Now, that is actually an amazing utility to have behind the THOR token, especially if people are going to be using this all the time. They can save on hefty fees and even earn from other users that are using the platform, even if those users don't even hold THOR. As long as you hold THOR tokens, you can earn the profit that is generated from THORSwap, making it one of the most decentralized community-owned protocols. Now, not only is THORSwap a DEX aggregator, but it has many other unique implemented applications implemented, such as the THOR wallet, which is their very own wallet. We've got THOR yield, which allows you to stay on top of your THOR chain LPs, staking and wallet balances. We've got THOR name, which is similar to say ENS and SNS, which is, for example, I could have, I don't know, highcryptoguy.thor, johnwick.thor, you name it. And we've even got THORSafe, which is an awesome feature for those who want to create and manage a THOR chain multi-sig wallet. Now, my friends, I'm pretty fond of THORSwap. While I was in the past, I did say I wanted to do some more research into it. And then the first step is just to quickly take a look at their dashboard so you can see what it's all about before we start researching elsewhere. So firstly, I wanted to show you the networks that it's available to swap on. As we can see, we've got Ethereum, we've got THOR chain, we've got Bitcoin, we've got Arbitrum, we've got Maya chain, we've got Binance Smart chain, we've got the Avalanche chain, we've got the Dogecoin network, we've got the Polkadot network, Kujira, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Dash, and Cosmos. Now, guys, it's actually 14 networks here. Not actually 9 anymore, so they support more networks. So obviously, they've been building in the meantime. They do need to do a website update, obviously, but we can see so many tokens here that we can transfer between different networks. This is unbelievable, guys. Look how many different tokens. Absolutely incredible. Now, like I said before, I do think that they need to market it a bit more so people know of this protocol. I don't think many people are actually aware of THORSwap. And guys, one thing I wanted to show you down here on the left hand side now is the burn volume target, of which, as you can see, the August burn trade volume, $193.15 million US out of $102 million US. So they've achieved over 89% of their original target. Absolutely amazing. As we can see here, guys, you can see all of the targets that they want to achieve when burning tokens. I would completely recommend giving this a rundown. You can see the THOR burn logic, and then you can see each record of how much THOR they've burned every single month. Now look at this, guys. This is absolutely wicked. On August 6th this year, they actually burned 7.16 million THOR tokens. Now, this takes us over to the next point, and that is the tokenomics. Now, as you can see here, THOR is THORSwap's governance, utility, and proof of membership token, which, going back over to CoinMarketCap for a second, here we can take a look at the self-reported circulating supply, which is 185 million tokens, and the total supply of 394 million tokens, which you can confirm by clicking this link. Now, it's going to take you over to a weird link. However, it tells you the total supply in the top left corner. Nonetheless, I love the fact that they are burning tokens. I love the fact that the token supply gets scarcer and scarcer. But there's one more place that I want to take us, guys, before I'm just completely bullish on this protocol, and it is giving me slight concerns. And why is that? Well, we're over on tokensniffer.com, which is a protocol that I use a lot to do my research on. If you watched last week's episode, we actually used this 3 times. Therefore, you know exactly what we're talking about if you've seen our last video. Nonetheless, the THORSwap token, unfortunately, has got 45 out of a 100 score. I know we don't just say this, oh my god, this is just a terrible token. Nope, these could actually be some wrong statistics and wrong analytics. Therefore, we must take all of it with a pinch of salt. However, we cannot ignore it because I have done research elsewhere. I've looked at DEX tools and I've looked at DEX screener, and the current information that we are looking at is correct. Now, the ownership is not renounced, or the source does not contain an owner contract. The contract contains ownership functionality, and ownership is not renounced, which may allow the creator or current owner to modify contract behavior. For example, disable selling, change fees, or mint new tokens. There can be legitimate reasons for not renouncing ownership. Check with the project team for such information. Now, I'm personally going to write down a couple questions of which I'm going to ask the THORSwap team. Nonetheless, I'm still quite frankly bullish on this protocol. However, scrolling down, here is where we see an inadequate amount of liquidity in the ETH pool of SushiSwap V2. In the initial liquidity, it is now under 0.01 ETH. There could be very well good reasons for that, so just ignore this one. So maybe it could be over a 45 score. But one thing I don't like is the fact that at least 95% of liquidity is not burned or locked for at least 15 days. So right now I'm on the THORSwap token over on DEX tools. As we can see, yes, it has some information here such as the market cap, the circulating supply, the total supply, and so on. But as we can see here, this little padlock, we haven't detected locked liquidity or supply. There could very well be a lock that we don't know about, but it doesn't say anything on their documentation, which it should. It doesn't say anything here. It doesn't say anything anything anywhere that I can find about the liquidity. Therefore, that is one red flag I'm not very fond of, because the liquidity can be drained in an instant, which is also known as a rug pull. We don't want to be part of a rug pull, guys, so this could be a big one to look out for. Nonetheless, I still own my THOR tokens I've been holding for a very long time, and I'm going to be continue holding until the bull run comes, because I still think there is potential here. Now, this is on the smaller market cap spectrum, as it has a $47.43 million. Know that it is actually fully backed by THORchain themselves. It isn't just a protocol that has just taken the name. However, we must be cautious because there are a few concerns. Nonetheless, my friends, that is the second altcoin. Thank you very much, Chad, also known as Mobile Edgar. I'm not going to be looking at Rune as well. However, we were going to pick the first one that you mentioned, and that was THOR. I am personally quite bullish on it. However, there are a few things that I want to do some more research on, and perhaps even ask the THORSwap team. Guys, from here, the next one I'm going to pick out is one of my favorite tokens out there. I can't ignore it, and I don't know why it's been mentioned as spam. That's really annoyed me, X. So we're going to be doing MC Hunter 1357's choice, which is the dupe token, also from the Jupiter exchange. Now, thank you very much, Alchemy Atleta Navy AI MC25. So we are once again back on coinmarketcap.com, where we are now looking at the Jupiter exchange token JUP. Now, JUP currently has a price point of 80 cents with a market cap of $1 billion, ranking it the 58th largest crypto by market cap. Now, for those who have watched our videos in the past, we have tutorials, airdrop tutorials, many different videos covering the Solana ecosystem, and most of the time we end up using the Jupiter exchange. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I think this is one of the best protocols out there, not only just in the Solana ecosystem, but out there in general. This is one token and one protocol that I'm very bullish on. For those who have seen our videos, like I said, would very much know that. However, there are a couple things that may cause concerns. Nonetheless, most of it is bullish, and therefore I'm going to show you some statistics. But for those who don't know, in a nutshell, Jupiter Exchange is a decentralized exchange aggregator on the Solana network, which basically means that you can swap your tokens on Jupiter Exchange and it will find the best prices from the best decentralized exchanges on Solana and liquidity protocols. Therefore, if it finds the best swap from Radium, if you wanted to swap Sol to USDC, it would find the best swap. If you wanted to find the best swap, I don't know, from Sol to Bonk, it might hop different routes. So for example, go from Medellin over to Radium and then over to Orca and so on to find you the best swap, so that you have the cheapest and best experience possible. Now, I think most people on the Solana ecosystem actually use the Jupiter Exchange for many reasons, and one is Juprary, which is Jupiter Exchange's annual airdrop. And they do that, as you may have guessed, in January, which they've actually labeled as Juprary. However, I'm going to leave links in the description below for those who are interested in the Jupiter Exchange protocol. If you're interested to learn swapping or learning how to get your hands on the airdrop, then we will leave the links in the description below. However, as we can see here, guys, we've got more features than just swapping. We can also do things like limit, DCA, VA, perps, bridge, and there's even a launchpad. Now, I'm not going to get all into that in this video because that's not the purpose. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you some amazing statistics that we should be looking at. Now, right now we are on SolScan, which is the Solana Explorer, and as we can see here, we are looking at the Jupiter Exchange aggregator, which in the last 24 hours alone has accumulated $1 billion and is down 6.58%. We've got over 160,875 users using the aggregator in the last 24 hours alone, and that is up 11.13%. In the last 24 hours, we've seen 8.82 million transactions and beyond, which is up over 14.29%. With 160,000 users, they have conducted 8.8 million transactions in the last 24 hours alone, with $1 billion in volume. Now, me personally, guys, I think this is absolutely incredible, and we can see this on a daily basis. They do average between around 700 to $1 billion in volume, maybe even more. People are buying, selling, trading, you name it, they all go to Jupiter Exchange. Whether there's a new meme coin, whether there's a cryptocurrency they want to hodl, there is everything on the Jupiter Exchange, and it is the #1 go-to platform for swapping tokens, in my personal opinion. Therefore, that's why we can see all these amazing statistics, and it even competes with Uniswap, the largest decentralized exchange on the Ethereum network, and many EVM chains. Down below, you can see all these swaps taking place on Radium every single second. If I refresh the page, you'll see many more. Once again, the next stop of research is again on SolScan, the Solana Explorer, and I just wanted to show you that the JUP token, according to SolScan, has the largest market cap in the Solana ecosystem, which is just under Solana. We've also got USDC below JUP, we've also got Pith, Jitto, Wormhole, USDT, Jitto Stake Sol, Bonk, Dog with Hat, IO, Radium, Helium, Cat with Hat, guys, so many different altcoins. JUP is by far the best if you're excluding Sol, and that is even Solana Scan telling you so. Now we can see that it's got 827,591 holders, and that ranks them 5th on the list when it comes to holders. They beat Bonk, GST, Raptor, Vulcan, Helium, Solanium, GMT, Buen, Pith Network, Helium IoT, and many others. And now the last and final stop of this research for the Jupiter exchange is going to be the Dune Analytics protocol, which I'm very fond of. These are actually built by users. As we can see here, Ilemi, thank you very much for building this Jupiter dashboard. Here we can understand the overall volume summary by AMMs, pairs, tokens, and fees, a 24-hour volume summary, trader, bot, and source breakdowns, and currently includes the following versions of Jupiter. These 3 contracts addressed here. Now, down below. Now, in total, according to this dashboard, which is actually recommended by Jupiter themselves, they've actually facilitated over $280.46 billion in volume. They're over a quarter of the way from achieving $1 trillion in volume, guys. That is absolutely nuts. And I reckon by the end of the bull run, we could actually achieve that trillion. When it comes to the amount of swaps processed, we have seen 547.59 million swaps. That is absolutely insane. And that is conducted by over 9.09 million unique traders on the platform. That is absolutely wicked, and these are statistics that are taking place in the bear market, guys. Jupiter Exchange hasn't lived through a bull run, neither has the Jup token. Down below we can see the total volume taken place, we can see the swaps, we can see the volume share by AMM, we can see the traders. Scrolling down we can see the fees, we can see the trader by buckets, so their weekly volume and the pair volume. Down below we can see the best pairs. Basically, guys, these are absolutely fantastic statistics to take a look at. If you are interested in daily statistics, we can take a look down here. However, we've basically gone through that already. We can see down below, this is a good one to take a look at, new and returning traders. So because it's the beginning of the day, we can see that the candle has dropped. Nonetheless, we can see a huge spike in new and returning users coming to the Jupiter exchange, and I think we're going to see some more huge spikes, of course, once the bull run comes. And in a nutshell, guys, I'm actually very bullish on the Jupiter exchange. I'm bullish on the Jup token. However, one thing to be aware of, guys, every single January, like I mentioned at the beginning, Jupiter exchange does a thing called Juprary, where they airdrop Jup tokens to their loyal users. I don't know what the eligibility requirements are. However, we've made an airdrop tutorial that you can check out on our YouTube channel, which, like I said, I'll leave linked in the description below. However, I also don't know how much of their token supply they're going to distribute in the next airdrop, but I do know this is not going to be the last airdrop. I know there's going to be more airdrops. Therefore, the more airdrops that are coming in from the Jupiter exchange, the more tokens that will be coming into circulation. Now, I don't know whether or not most of the users from the Jupiter exchange are going to dump their tokens, but most of my tokens are actually staked on the Jupiter exchange, and I think most people do that too. Therefore, we could actually see some more incentives to hold and actually lock up the Jup token. Therefore, we might not see some huge dumps, but we never know, and that's why we must be very cautious. But in conclusion, I am actually very bullish on the Jupiter exchange and the Jup token. And once again, thank you very much, MC Hunter, for your choice. I enjoyed looking at the Jupiter exchange as well. Thank you very much to all of you who commented on this post. However, my friends, there is one thing to know. I'm not going to be making this video next week, as I'm going to be on holiday. Nonetheless, it's going to give you more time to comment on this video. It's going to give you more time to comment on the next post, of which we'll be asking you on X, similar to this one, but it will be for episode 3, which won't be coming next Wednesday, but will be coming the Wednesday after, and that will be the 11th of August, as I'll be in Greece on holiday. So my friend, we hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you enjoyed the research. Like I've said many times, I am not a financial advisor. I do not give any financial advice. This is purely my own opinion and based on my own research. Do not invest in anything you can't afford to lose. Make sure to follow the legend Alt Crypto Gems himself over on X. Turn on the notification bells to stay up to date with everything he is posting. And of course, if you have any questions, you can follow me on X as well, which is at 0xtheo_ACT, and you can ask me any question you like. Friends, we appreciate you so much, and we can't wait to see you in the next video. And we also have a promotion running on Bybit, the best centralized exchange platform for buying, trading, and earning. Bybit is home to all your favorite cryptocurrencies, and you can claim up to $4,380 just by signing up using the link in the description below. It's simple. If you need help finding the right crypto gems, then follow us on Twitter at AltCryptoGems, and head over to our website to get your hands on detailed project reviews, crypto guides, and more. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope you found this video helpful and informative. Until next time, DGens.